everyone, how you doing? Just thought I would give you another video to help with some home learning tips. We've had our Easter holiday and we've had our first week back now, which is what would have been school time. And I know some people are struggling with the pressure to do all the work that's coming through from the schools, and it's just quite a tricky time really. At home, trying to do schoolwork and all of that. So I thought I'd just give you a few tips to share what we have been doing in our home, and hopefully it will help give you a few ideas. So the first thing is it's really important to have a little bit of a sense of routine and make sure that the weekdays are different to the weekend. So tomorrow is going to be Saturday and then the next day Sunday. So do something different. Maybe on Saturday night have a pizza night or a movie night and all get together as a family, or do some board games together, just something different, and then get ready for Monday and start the routine from Monday to Friday. And it is really important to try and keep some sort of routine. I know it's hard, but just trying to get up at a sensible time. Obviously you don't have to get up at 6:30 or 7:30, but say get up at like 9 o'clock, maybe get up earlier if you fancy, but get up about 9, have breakfast and get ready to start some work. And if you think about a normal school day, you would normally arrive at school about 8:45 and be at school till probably about 3:20-ish. I know all schools are different and private schools and state schools are different. But out of that 6 hours that you spend at school, you do lots of other things during the day. There's break time, lunch time, PE time, music, art, assembly, all sorts of other things. So actually you probably realistically spend maybe 2 to 3 hours actually sitting down, writing at a desk. So bear that in mind and think it would be a massive achievement if you were to do 2 hours of actual schoolwork in a day, and that is probably about an average what you would be doing at school. And so also set some outcomes of what you would like to achieve. So maybe one piece of maths, one piece of English and one piece of discovery or something else that your school has set. And those outcomes are really important because then at the end of the day you feel a real sense of achievement with what you have done during that day and you can cross it off your list. And another thing is that don't get stressed about it. Even if you don't finish all the work that the school has set you, the school is probably giving you more than enough than you need to do. So don't get stressed if you don't feel that you have done everything that they're setting. The teachers will more than understand. When you get back to school, you'll quickly get back into routine and you'll quickly catch up. So don't worry about that at all. And another idea that I thought I would share with you is to have a shared project that's going on in your home. Maybe a huge 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle that you've got on a table, and you can go up to it and have a go and add a few more pieces, and you can all do it together with other members of your family. Or you could do some gardening projects, planting some seeds outside, tidying up the garden, maybe doing a little feature of a little water, making a pond or something. It's all sorts of ideas that you could do in your garden, and do a little bit of it each day. Also, you could do a journal or a diary that you do every day, and it reminded me of Anne Frank, who wrote a diary every day when she was in lockdown during the Second World War, when she was in hiding in her flat, hiding from the Germans. And her book, The Diary of Anne Frank, has now become a very, very famous book indeed. So you could try doing a diary of your lockdown in 2020. You never know, one day somebody might read it and find it absolutely fascinating, because this is a moment in history. This has never happened before, a lockdown of this nature. We are living through history right now. So your thoughts and feelings and what you're doing will be of great interest to people in the future. Another thing you could do is maybe practice for a performance. You could maybe do a song or a piece of music on an instrument that you're learning, or a dance or a gymnastic routine or a little bit of drama, and you can rehearse it and practice it either on your own or with other members of your family, and then perform it. Or you could even video it and send it to other members of your family and friends via WhatsApp or YouTube. And it's just a fun thing to work towards each day, little bit each day, a fun project. And then another thing that I found incredible that's being offered at the moment, it's also very educational, is watching some of the National Theatre productions online for free, or also Andrew Lloyd Webber has been showing his musicals like Jesus Christ Superstar and Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat and Phantom of the Opera that you can watch. And that's an amazing opportunity, because that would be a very, very expensive trip to go and see one of those shows live at the theatre, but you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Or you could go on a virtual tour of a museum. You could go to the Natural History Museum in London on a virtual tour, or the Science Museum, and then maybe after lockdown you could make a trip and go yourself. But there's some amazing educational things that you can do that you are learning from, that you're not pen to paper working away, learning a huge amount, but it might not feel so arduous as some of the other work you might have been set. And finally, another idea is to do a themed evening. So you could maybe do an Indian evening. You do a little bit of research on the country, or a Japan evening, find out about Japan, and then maybe have sushi to eat, try and make it yourselves, or you could order it, get a takeaway, and dress up and dress the table and have a themed evening, which was a fun event to do with your family. So keep well, everyone, and I hope those tips have been useful for you for this time of home learning. And stay safe, stay well, and see you next time. Bye!